President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and the visiting American Secretary of State Antony Blinken discussed several regional issues, especially the situation in the Gaza Strip. The two sides agreed to continue consultations and coordination regarding the current status quo in the enclave and exert the utmost efforts to calm the situation. The details follow.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received visiting U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Thursday, during which they reviewed several regional issues, especially the situation in the Gaza Strip. Presidential spokesman Ahmed Fahmy said Blinken conveyed greetings of U.S. President Joe Biden to President al-Sisi. The U.S. top diplomat praised Egypt's continuous efforts to reach settlement for the escalating situation in Gaza, as well as maintaining peace and security in the Middle East region. In this context, Blinken listened to Egypt's vision to settle Gaza crisis and reach a permanent ceasefire, as well as guaranteeing reaching aid to the besieged Strip. The head of state stressed the significance of exerting more efforts by the international community, commitments towards the Palestinian cause, and means to reach sufficient aid to Gaza. President al-Sisi called for an end to Palestinian sufferings and the humanitarian catastrophe, as well as realizing a just and comprehensive settlement to the Palestinian cause in order to maintain peace and stability in the region. The two sides agreed to continue consultations and coordination regarding the current status quo in Gaza and exert utmost efforts to calm the situation. President al-Sisi and Blinken further confirmed anew any trials aimed at the displacement of Palestinians from their land. They stressed that a two-state solution is the main principle to attain security and stability in the Middle East region.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received a phone call from the British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. The telephone conversation touched on the latest regional developments in light of the current situation in the Gaza Strip, as well as the ongoing contacts to push forward a ceasefire and protect the Palestinian civilians. The talks also covered the navigation security at the Red Sea, pressing for intensified action to avoid an expansion of conflict to the entire region and to enhance security and stability. President al-Sisi called on the international community to shoulder the responsibility to guarantee the flow of aid into Gaza in order to alleviate the long suffering. Foreign Minister Samah Shukri arrived in Eritrea on a visit in which he is due to convey a message from President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to the Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki. The message centers on means of boosting cooperation and enhancing the bilateral relations in various domains, in addition to probing consultations over several issues of mutual concern. The top diplomat held talks with the Eritrean Foreign Minister Othman Saleh within the framework of continuing coordination on the regional and the international challenges. They discussed the ongoing war in Gaza and the situation in the Horn of Africa, in addition to means of fostering joint cooperation in different fields. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli inspected a number of projects in the Suez Canal Economic Zone, accompanied by the Minister of Transportation and the head of the Canals Authority. Madbouli stressed the significance of the visit, which he said comes within the framework of the state schemes on developing and upgrading the canal's access, with the aim of expanding foreign investments in various domains. The Prime Minister inspected a project for upgrading As-Sukhna port, where he reiterated that the project is being implemented upon directives of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, being one of the main logistical paths of the country. Head of the Suez Canal Authority, Osama Rabia, said that the authority was keen on taking all the necessary measures which enhance the navigational movement in the canal and guarantee the sustainability of the global supply chains, with maintaining the maritime advantages provided by the Suez Canal. Rabia's statement came during his meeting with Finland's ambassador to Cairo at the Suez Canal Authority's headquarters to discuss the joint cooperation. The head of the authority pointed out that the meeting reviewed the developments of the canal's ongoing projects and tackled means of fostering cooperation with the shipyard companies. Egypt's stock market indices collectively soared, being bolstered by the purchasing operations by the Arab and the foreign investors. The main EGX 30 index soared 0.21%. The small and medium EGX 70 index added 1.11%. The more expanded EGX 100 index added 0.89%. The overall transactions and dealings within the session reached £39.2 billion.